All right. Sounds good. All right, and there's a story that we're skipping, of course, because fast. All right, so here we're starting off in stage one. Uh, things to note on this speedrun in general are, you know, menuing in the shops is very important to keep your time down. You can save a lot of time by doing quick menuing and purchasing in the shops. And of course, after that, we want to reduce lag by keeping the number of sprites on the screen down, to prevent that old console slowdown. And of course, we're looking for quick boss kills. So much time to save in those. Here in the first shop, we're going to be very quick. And there we are. We're already out of the first shop. Now we've got the 8-way. What was it called? Sorry, I lost my spot. 8-way laser satellite will help us get the quick kill on this boss. And the first stage here is Ruined City Part 1. We're going through and killing here, and you'll notice how Czar uses the satellite to kind of keep himself protected. And here we are in the factory area. Got to try to avoid blowing up most of the pipes. They will produce a nasty blue flame that you want to avoid. And we're destroying these big cogs here to pick up some extra zenny, which used for buying items in the shop and whatnot. But at the same time, we don't want to get too much because the stages do not end until it does the countdown on the zenny you picked up or you have in your inventory at the end, and thus slows you down. And that was the boss. We almost got to see it. Now we're moving on for the Ruined City Part 2. There are hidden zenny coins here that will appear at the bottom of the screen when you shoot them. We're going to want to get some of those so we have enough money for the shop. Yeah, and we're looking to pick up napalm, potion, life pack, and a booster. And we're out of shop in stage 2. And now the napalm satellite is a nice weapon. It has some splash damage. But as you can see, it does not fire anywhere nearly as fast as the 8-way laser did for us. But the power is something. But of course, the slow fire rate means that we have to be more accurate with our timing and aiming to make sure that those shots actually hit what we're shooting at and not just go off to the wayside. That's how you get lag. We don't want lag. I think I missed the hidden armor pickup, unfortunately. Yeah. And basically the armor lets you reflect a few hits without, dying. Keeping true to its name. It's very nice to help out longevity and give you some extra hits there. Because with all shmups, we know what it's like trying to dodge all those bullets sometimes. Alright, here we are at the boss, the Dust Dragon. And as you can see, we're wanting to shoot it in the gut, not so much in the face at the moment. And there it went, troll pattern and all. It's still very fast. Alright, moving on to the ice base in stage 3. Now in this stage we'll see that we will not be entering the shop, because we don't need to and it takes extra time. so we just go right by. We will not actually, hopefully, enter a shop until stage 7 again. There's not a whole lot going on at the beginning here, but, you know, that's shmup sometimes. Survived, kill, and there's the shop that we're skipping, which does have a laser or flamethrower upgrade, which are good, but not the most ideal for some of the quick boss kills, so we're kind of skipping those. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is some alternate routing or an alternate route that does use different weapons than you're using in this run here, but it does seem to, thus far, be a little bit slower, but you never know. May come through in the end someday faster. In general, in this stage, we've got some hidden Zenny and some hidden life ups. Collect as needed. Yeah, there's an example of some of those hidden Zennies right there. And here, there's a lot of just avoiding the turrets. You don't want to take damage, of course. Of course, I say that right as damage is taken. Isn't that the way it goes, though? Commentator's curse. Right. Alright, now we are moving upwards rather than horizontally, which is the first time we see this in the game, but it will not be the last. This boss is called the War God. The key to a quick kill here is, keep moving left to right and firing at the boss's chin. Ideally, we want to get it down before it deploys its fist 3 times, and, well, there's the end. A quick work of the War Boss. Or God. God, yes. Alright, moving on to stage 4, the Great Pyramid, part 1. Now, this is where the difficulty starts to ramp up. We get, enemies are going to be firing a little faster, more projectiles, all that sort of fun stuff. And at points here, we'll see that there are some branching in this stage that can result in different enemy sets. Optimally, when we have the choices here, we're going to go up both times to keep the enemy sets moving faster and all that fun stuff. And again, we're skipping the shop. Another point of the routing is to reduce lag, because as stated before, we don't want to slow down, because that just, as it says, slows us down. Some standard stuff going on for a little bit. The weapons that we skipped here in the shop are the Balkan Cannon and the Bounce Shot Satellites. Both effective weapons, but not necessarily the most ideal for quick boss kills. The Balkan Cannon is a favorite for casual play. It's a really solid weapon. Alright, onto the Sphinx. That was very quick. Very, very quick. Good kill on that one. So the answer to the Sphinx's riddle was shoot it a lot. Very quickly. Alright, moving on to Great Pyramid Part 2 here. Not a whole lot different from the previous stage. A few differences in enemies and background graphics and whatnot, but kind of a bit of more of the same in general here. Yes, Beetlemari, that's that works well. Answer my bullets 3. Some rude floating heads here. In this shop, again, we will be passing by. Missing. God, just lost my place. Upgrade for your main gun in addition to the wide shot satellite. It's kind of like the Balkan cannon, but with a better range, wider range. And of course, here we're trying to take out the enemies as they spawn to reduce lag. Sorry, there's a whole lot of, not a lot of actual special going on in this stage. Armor is always good. Sometimes we gotta risk it for the biscuit. Or whatever your favorite snack would be. Alright, so we are at the boss now. This is one that has a interesting name. His name is Yeskatit or Meskatit. But a lot of people tend to say it's Horus or Ra. And all I know is he's gone. That's all it takes. Alright, on to stage 6, the Tibetan Monastery. This is one of the most difficult stages in the game. As you can see, the monks and soldiers here are spawning very frequently, which leaves you a lot more to deal with, and especially to keep the lag down. There are some hidden drum items here, which I believe you've picked one up already, that refill your life. And of course we have some classic Capcom symbols here that just give you Zenny, the yin-yang symbol they might notice from the 1942 games. I'm not sure where the cow is from personally, and there we are skipping one more shot. And we're overall trying to avoid Zenny here to reduce the countdown timer at the end of the stage. Save that time. But of course, also at the same time, we need to make sure that we have enough Zen to make our purchases in the next stage. Let's see, the shop that we skipped offered a wide shot and a super laser upgrade. And of course, the shop's not spawned in a great location. It's really easy to accidentally enter it when you don't want to. And here we got this big ugly gentleman down there spewing things. Ooh, taking a death there. That's unfortunate, but we do go on. Luckily, you do as you saw, you do respawn immediately right in the same spot, so there's not really a whole lot of time lost with it, which is really beneficial for speedrunners. And see, we just got enemy after enemy after enemy here, giving you so much to avoid. Alright, here is our boss, Iceman. Napalm is, again, the best choice for this, due to the splash damage, and man, just look at it, tear him up. I don't even have time to go through and explain the fight, it's over. Good, very quick. Alright, now we're on to the final stage, the Tower of Babel. The second most challenging stage in the game after the previous. There's a lot of new enemy types here, and they're all pretty annoying. We'll see snail enemies that right there that crawl along the sides, and fire homing missiles, which is never a fun thing to deal with in a shmup. And here in this stage we have two shops. We will be visiting the first one when we get there. And there we will be spending our hard-earned zenny on homing laser satellite, which is the most powerful and effective weapon for the rest of the game here. There's some armor, which, as you can see, is very much necessary. This is why I explained the shop ahead of time, because you don't have time to see what we're doing, because we gotta go fast. And as you can see, we have a little laser noodles that go around taking everything out for us, which makes things much easier and definitely helps keep the slowdown away. As you can see, this stage is very brutal. There's another armor pickup. And of course, as you're seeing now with this laser, that it does fire much faster than the napalm. And it can actually pierce projectiles and take them out for you, which is also very helpful. And of course, we did get an upgrade to our main gun, as you can see, offering much more power. And of course, the hitbox on it is much larger as well. All good things in a shmup. And Czar's done a great job of keeping the lag down, except in these little spots here, which is kind of unavoidable. But just gotta make it as quick as possible. Press up here, just a lot of the same. And here's their second shop, which we will be skipping. We have done our final shopping, and we are ready. Now, as you can see with these, when they do pop out, the scrolling does stop, so taking them out as quickly as possible is very important to not lose time. As we see, Czar has been making pretty quick work of them, so we're doing pretty well there. I wasn't going to say anything. Our world record is currently 20 minutes and 12 seconds. So we do have a shot at it here. And this is... An arcade version is called BIOS, and in this one it's called Macon. So, not sure why they changed the name of the boss between the arcade and Genesis ports, but here we are. In this first phase here, our main goal is to take as little damage as possible while keeping our fire focused on the boss. And unfortunately, this boss's hitbox is only available when he's actually firing at you, which makes it a lot more difficult to deal with. Or when it fires lasers, sorry. Oh, at time. All right. GG's. And yet, it was faster than I could go through anything. It was a very good run, and only 16 seconds off a world record. You can't complain with that. It's a good run. Oh, very cool. Here we got, who's running that one? Is it Supersonic? Awesome. Get some hype for Supersonic and Captain Skyhawk coming up. Thank you to RGL. It's been a lot of fun.